Welcome back, gentle viewers.
Our last recording session turned out to be 20 minutes long, so we're back.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move the thing real quick, but if you guys hear anything, it's me moving the mic. So the last recording session was only about 25 minutes long. That's probably gonna be a full episode on its own.
Yep.
So this is going to wind up being a continuation of that little session.
We can't stop now because
that's just silly.
We caffeinated ourselves for this.
Yeah, we
caffeinated. It turned out to be very little.
We drank Megan had a Rockstar, I think, and I had a Red Bull. Good. So we figured we may as well keep going if we're gonna do that.
I don't even like Rockstars. They taste a little weird. I like something called a Go Girl that apparently isn't it's not a national brand or something. Not every store carries them. You're still drinking yours.
Yeah, I'm still drinking a Red Bull.
He's still drinking his Red Bull.
So we're going to go into Rockstar.
Yep. We're going to party like one.
Well, you had one earlier. So,
yep.
I went ahead and checked, and I have a little bit of a guide going on right now. What we need for this is we're going to need, yada, 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 Rock and Lightning.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need a guide so much as it is just what were the colors for the things that we need so we know what to get in advance.
Yellow and brown.
Yeah, for the little barriers and stuff, it's just we need to remember what we're looking at.
What did I say it was? Rock and Lightning?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I don't think we've shown off yet, so whatever.
What is Rock and Lightning?
We'll see.
Is that the... No, we've shown that off. That's the light bulb, right?
No, that's Bomb and Lightning.
Oh, what the hell is Rock and Lightning?
I know what it is.
Oh, okay. Tell me if you see anything lightning, because I'm not seeing anything yet.
Yeah, well, it's Rockstar. We're going to see a lot of rocks. And cactus.
Yeah, a lot of cactus in Rockstar. I know someone, by the way, who was getting on our case for not showing off. When we were still in, the first 3 episodes or something, he was complaining that we weren't showing off... Rock Kirby's walking enough, so I'm kind of doing this to spite him. Not really. I don't like showing that off because there's really no use in walking as Rock Kirby. You can just walk as normal Kirby, and Rock acts as a kill aura if you hit the button fast enough, so it doesn't really matter at all. I don't know why you'd think that it's really necessary to do this. Oh boy, look at me.
Die.
It's cool really slow, though. As heck. Yeah, but he's really slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta sneeze. Sorry, folks.
Happens every session.
It didn't happen last session.
Don't tell people that. They'll notice.
So do you just, you do things out of spite often?
Jeez. I don't know, maybe.
You can't prove you don't.
I guess I can't.
Yeah, we listen to your feedback.
We do listen to feedback.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's a star. I forgot about that. Fuck those cactus.
Yeah, those cactus can die in a cactus fire.
So, I don't think we've seen any spark enemies yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
But we might in this area. I don't remember what's here.
If we don't, we're just gonna leave and then come back, I guess.
Yeah, if we start doing too many fuck ups, we'll just start over or something, or
probably.
maybe we'll fast forward through stuff.
I keep thinking those guys are spark, but they're super not.
No,
they're
needle.
And I'm oh man, needle and rock, I need that. And then I'm oh wait,
no, you don't.
No, I don't.
You don't.
That's
need
not what I'm
drill
shooting
for everything.
Yeah, the drill can't solve
there's
every
nothing in here.
problem. Kind of wish it did, though.
Yeah. So, by now it's been a lot of episodes ago, but I did this thing in an episode prior where I kind of poked him and said drill, and he got all weird about it.
Yeah.
He got revenge on me. He started trying to start me in the leg with his car key, like a car. He just poked me and turned it and went vroom. I told him to shut up.
She poked me with her nail again, and actually, I think, broke the surface.
No, I didn't. There was nothing. I think I was getting you in your clothes.
She significantly,
it was through your shirt.
Physically hurt me
when
I
didn't.
did that. There's no getting even. Me. You did it again.
You hurt me, like you pushed it a little too far.
Yeah.
It was mildly uncomfortable. Yeah, so there wasn't a spark enemy there. So there's really no reason
to assume.
Yeah, like that area, I don't know, they want you to backtrack.
I guess they must.
They want you to experiment with powers.
It's the only explanation I can, like, come to.
Yeah.
There is a... I'm not going crazy. There is a spark here somewhere, right?
Yes, somewhere.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of the little
I couldn't
teardrop
remember.
sparks. Are all of the things replaced with those? That's cute.
Yeah, I think that is
consistently.
That. Those are really good because I think those are worth the most out of all of the
Possibly.
stars. So that's kind of like a
remember.
replacement for you just get a bunch of bits as a result.
I think this first level has one of every power, but I don't quote me on that.
I would assume it would. I don't know if it actually does.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Well, I guess we'll see. I'm going to be a little disappointed if it doesn't.
Yeah, we might want to fast forward if we've done all this for nothing.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I swear there is one.
Stuff. Because I know there's a Poppy Brothers near the end of this one, but
Yeah.
I don't know if there's the other thing. There's a Poppy Brothers. That's not even the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, somewhere down here, I swear.
No, I think this is the end, because I'm pretty sure it's the Poppy Brother here, and then after that I don't think there's anything.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, look at that.
What the fuck? Maybe it's the second level I'm thinking of.
Maybe?
Well, we can try for the enemy cards, or that.
Yeah, I was just gonna get a 1-up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Although, you know what? I had a realization. The other one in Rockstar that we're missing, we need a rock for. So I'll just do that one.
Does it need to be
Real
rock
quick.
in anything?
Nope, just straight up rock.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the ones that early on in the game, we were having a discussion about it, because we couldn't figure out what the hell it was supposed to be.
And it was just rock?
Yeah, it turns out it's literally just rock.
Yeah, the problem is that sometimes the brown for rock and the orange for needle look kind of the same.
Well, it's not only that, it's that they look very, very similar, but they don't, like this one especially, doesn't look like anything.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't. Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
that's just rock. That's how you get through.
That's our mission complete.
That's one of them. So now we need to go get an electricity. Let's see. Hop star.
I want to say it's the second one if it's not the
All right.
first.
I'm sure we'll try to say if you're wrong. I mean, you're terrible at video games if you're wrong.
Yeah, I am.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was meaner than I wanted it to be.
No, it wasn't. Like, it's just become a running gag at this point that I'm either the best or the worst at video games in general, all of them.
Yeah.
What's fun is, and sorry to spoil this.
Oh, okay.
But we were discussing earlier the possibility of doing Dark Souls 1 and switching off. I've never played that game. It's basically just Prepare for Megan to Die edition at that point. So you'll see how bad I am.
Yeah, I was hoping we might be able to do something like that, because that's that's a game that, like, I think a lot of people have played it. I know, I see him.
I was right. I knew it was either the first or the second, but I could have sworn the first just had one of everything, because it makes sense for there to be a level with one of everything. But okay.
I think everybody has played Dark Souls, is what I was going to say.
Except
me. You. So I think it would be interesting to do. Just simply because it's a weird thing that, like, you have not done specifically.
Yeah, so that always shoots forward first, so it's not really aimable, but you can still kind of make it work for you.
Does it always shoot forward?
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, I don't really like this power.
It's kind of cool. It's not really, like, easy to control, but
No, it's awful to control.
You can make it work, and there's probably people who kind of, like, it matches their play style, and that they just want something to project a bit of kill aura, and then they don't have to worry.
I guess. I don't like that you can't control it. That's kind of awkward.
Well, you also don't need to keep exploding it. You can just let it bounce. It's kind of fun.
It doesn't really...
Yeah, you just let it go.
I don't like having zero control over it, though.
Yeah, could be better, but, like, it's interesting and it's kind of fun to watch. That's it for me. Like, it's just, like, it bounces and it's just kind of chill looking. Like, you can just sort of have that around you, kind of like having one of those static orbs that you touch. It's just kind of like you look at it and that's it. That's all you need.
I think I had one of those growing up.
Man, I didn't, but it was the only reason to go to Radio Shack.
Yeah. Like, I remember a lot of kids really wanting those. Like, I desperately remember that. They're super cool. I didn't have one that's like the one that you're thinking of, though. Because you're probably thinking of the orb.
Yeah.
I had, like, a disc.
I've seen those, where it's just flat.
They're not quite as cool, I don't think.
I don't know, the orbs are cool.
Yeah, the orbs are
they're
super cool. Like, kids always love those for some strange reason.
It's not strange, they're cool.
They look cool, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and no one ever owned one. It was just something that they put in front of the Radio Shack, and then your dad would go in and look at cables or remote controls or whatever the fuck dads look at. Remote controls, that would be it, right?
I don't know.
You know, like a dad in the 90s going into a Radio Shack, he wants like a universal remote control because he lost the regular one.
I don't remember what my dad used to go in and look at batteries.
That's a dead end.
I think. Oh, I didn't realize it was a dead end. That's
Ooh. That's how this place works.
Yeah, that's a weird setup for the ladders. I can't believe I never noticed that.
It's a little bit of a trick, but they go all the way up on both sides, so you only ever have to get tricked by it once.
The man who was tricked to death.
That's probably a lot of men over the course of history.
No, there's a book series.
Oh, okay.
It's like The Man Who Was Tricked to Death, and it's just like I only know this because there's another Let's Player, like a YouTube guy that I sometimes do things at on Twitter, who like had a bunch of shit going on at one point where people just kept sending him like pictures of the copy of that book just for shits and giggles. There we go.
Cool, we got it.
So. Earlier on,
the Pharaoh's nose.
Earlier on, we were talking about like the credits for this game and stuff. Like when we were actually watching the credits for this game, and we were like looking at some of them, and I was like, "Oh man, Sakurai and Iwata," and I bet we're gonna see some other people, and we totally saw some of the guys in there.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be Bomb and Electric, by the way.
Second level is going to give you both.
Yeah, I think he gives us both. But We were talking about, because we were looking at them, like the stuff for the credits in this game. Mm-hmm. And I was reminded that, you know what game celebrated its 30th anniversary this year?
This is a Metroid rant, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a Metroid rant. Metroid celebrated its like 30, I think it was its 30th anniversary this year, and it got almost nothing.
Yeah, Metroid has been more the subject of rants than the subject of games lately, it seems. I've only ever played, like, the first Metroid Prime, and I never beat it. I've said that to people online and been, like, responded to with angry faces before. Just people really hold Metroid dear in their hearts, and no game in the last, like, decade has done good enough for people, I guess. I don't know the full details.
I own the original Metroid, the NES one.
Oh yeah, like on the physical copy?
Yep.
Okay, like an original cartridge. Yep. I know.
Oh, hell. That's fine, I'll backtrack.
Yeah, that's fine. I know you have it on your 3DS.
Yes, I do. I have a copy for both of them.
Yeah, because he's got like the first wave 3DS, and when they dropped the price, they gave a bunch of people with the original who bought it at full price, like a bunch of virtual console stuff as a like it's the
ambassador
bonus
program.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's like he's got that. He really shouldn't have spent that money when he had it. There was a minor grumpy face on me when it was like, you spent $300 on something that doesn't have games out yet? Because it was like the first fucking month of its release.
They announced so many good games on that never came out.
And there's a bunch of good games on it now. Like, it's definitely a worthwhile purchase now. But, like, at the time, it was like, I'm always like, don't buy a console in the first, like, year of its existence. There'll be, like, one good game for it. It'll go down in price anyways, and you'll have a better selection. I'm
going to make a lot of people sad saying this, but one of the original reasons that I bought a 3DS on launch was for Mega Man.
Oh.
It was for Mega Man Legends 3.
Fuck.
I was so unhappy.
Oh.
I effectively just wanted to hurt, like...
Rest in peace, Mega
Capcom,
Man Legends 3.
Please. Like, Jesus Christ. And we're never getting it. Like, it's gone forever.
Yeah. 100%. That shit's not happening.
It's the most depressing,
yeah,
ever. For games, that's basically the most depressing thing that has ever occurred for me.
I'm sure there's worse. I mean, you were just talking about Metroid. The Metroid guy died right after being fired. It sucks.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, so Metroid is getting nothing this year. People often forget that, Gunpei Yokoi, is that his full name? Yokoi.
Pretty sure.
I always forget his name for some strange reason. He is the guy who made Metroid. He's also the guy who basically built the original NES for... Oh, hell.
Shit.
For Nintendo.
We gotta go back and get that power.
Yes, we do. So he's the one who, he was working on an assembly line for Nintendo when they were making toys and stuff. And he's the one who, looking at, the Game & Watch systems, went, I bet we could build... Or no, he built the original Game & Watch systems. And then he said, I bet we could build something even better, and wound up, making the NES and telling people, here's the idea for the NES, and we need to try and push this. This is going to work super good. And it wound up going real well for them. But the NES, and especially his idea behind it, was I'll get into that later. But
the long story short, because no offense, but you'd make your long stories longer.
I tend to ramble. I'm sorry.
Long story short, he was working on the Virtual Boy. They rushed it out before he was finished perfecting it. It did not sell very well. It was clunky, and I think it gave people headaches. He wasn't finished with it.
It did.
Yeah.
It gave people seizures, in fact.
When it had poor sales, because it was clunky and gave people seizures and headaches, and also was $600.
Yeah, it was really expensive for no reason.
They fired him. And it wasn't too long after that he died in a car crash.
Yeah, he got into a very extreme, very sad car accident. It killed him and only him. And then people for decades after that has happened have continued to just have horrible conspiracy theories about it.
Yeah.
That was Nintendo's punishment. They killed him for that. And it's no, they didn't.
Yeah,
they fucking loved that guy.
He created Metroid and a bunch of other stuff. And the Virtual Boy tech was eventually perfected into what the 3DS uses. Yeah. Sorta. I'm sure there's other stuff that went into that. But anyways, he did so much for the company and then was in a tragic accident after they had basically just booted him out. And then they turned his big franchise into a zombie. And that's just very sad.
That's what I was going to say, though, is basically, it's Metroid's something 30th anniversry, but they never give Metroid an anniversary.
Yeah, and they
Metroid never gets anything.
Yeah, they never gave it an N64 game. So when Smash Brothers came out, I didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of debate amongst kids in our generation in my school, my class and shit, about who that was and whether or not they were a boy or a girl, which anyone who had seen the other games prior and it had an SNES probably already knew. But we didn't know who that was or what they were from because the N64 was the first thing we really had. Okay, so it's yellow,
star, tree,
green,
water.
Yeah, is it going to be symbols? Star,
I think
it's
symbols.
Okay, yeah, it is. Oh, it's first three. Okay.
Yeah, we win.
There it is.
Great.
Got it.
Okay.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's leave Rockstar.
So, we're good. What we need here.
So what is it on Rockstar? So first one is
it's on the first
area.
One.
Yep. So it's number 3, which is
we're checking game FAQs.
Bomb and Ice.
Okay. I can go back to the first it's gonna be this one. This one is maybe the one that
has a bomb
everything.
Almost immediately, but I don't think it has ice.
Yes, there is.
How far in, though?
It's in the tree.
Because you could probably just go and grab ice from a different level much faster.
Yeah, but now I just want to prove to you that I know where it is.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. I don't think anybody in my school actually debated what the fuck Samus was from because I think everybody knew well enough. Because she did have a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't have a Super Nintendo, and apparently neither did anyone I had discussions with.
I'm pretty sure there was a Metroid on Game Boy.
Maybe. I didn't have it, and don't know anyone who had it.
I had the original Metroid for NES, but I thought that Samus was a dude. That's not entirely my fault, though.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be a secret.
I don't know if I've ever shown you, but I still have the booklet somewhere for the original
they use
Metroid.
he in it. That may just
and it
be
explicitly calls him a he.
It might just be the English. They might do something else in the
You can just leave.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's health up here. I don't think there is.
I don't think there is.